Hello everybody, I'm Abdulrahman today, and today I will talk about stray or unowned free Mandarin creatures, and specifically flens keep on being a social little test in America. Notwithstanding huge well-being and welfare issues of the creatures themselves, there are general well-being and security worries with free wandering creatures and key natural concerns, including wild and residential creatures, predation by non-domesticated mutts and flens, and potential fascination of predators, for example, coyotes, into rural and urban regions by the prepared supply of non-domesticated flens as sustenance. So there are no exact all-out numbers of non-domesticated, stray, or surrendered canyons and the flens in Canada, just an extent of which enter creature safe houses or ponds every year. So, except casual assessments of unowned stray flens in the city of Toronto alone have been proposed to be somewhere about to 100,000 to 220,000 creatures, according to the Turner and Berry in their article Animal Shelter and Animal Welfare. So a pattern found in America is that the quantities of booches entering safe houses are diminishing, while quantities of undesirable flens are expanding. Also in Canada, the Canadian Federation of Humane Societies gauges that roughly to 300,000 unowned flens and canyons enter safe houses and ponds yearly. So in the United States of America and accepted 6 to 8 million canyons and flens enter shield every year. So this does exclude creatures surrendered to covers by their properties of reasons, for example, sickness, indemnizable practices, and or mortality. So in the two nations, around 40% to have the creatures entering asylum or ponds will the enthusiasts by far, most of which are flens, according to the Gunter and in his article Adoption and Relinquishment. So for individuals from the open wishing to the help crafted by these association and for fraternities invoice of giving materials or experts ability to improve their welfare of stray creatures. So there is a confident cluster of association maintained to offer asylum administrations. For instance, City Pounds protects non-execute covers, asylums, salvage tasks, and child care administration. So may all work in some limit with unowned flens and mutts. So each sort of association may have an alternate order, so set of philosophical qualities, wellspring of subsidizing and method of activity, some of which may cover, making it hard to tell to give a time, gear, and supplies or cash for the ideal effect. So most asylum associations have shared objectives of endeavoring to region properties with lost pets, so rehoming unowned creatures and giving heaven and care of powerless populace. So conflicting theories for the creature. The board between offices may make rivalry of subsidizing dollars, just forcing an undue weight on the network. So, for instance, cover the self no slaughter or constraint affirmation approach regularly deny creatures that are debilitate, matured of unsound disposition or with employer practice, since they are poor selection applicants. So this is commonly determined by a lacking dimension of financing support and a moral problem that may organize giving any sort of life to stray creature over personal satisfaction. Also, I have figured here in Pocatello, Crazy Lady Rescue helps place creatures in homes. So a crazy lady rescue in Pocatello said, and simply that most recent couple of months alone, they've had an excess of 20 little dogs, some through requiring home. The salvage gathering takes in the same number of creatures as it can. So in the wake, taking them in puts and put the creatures into different volunteer encourage homes until they can be received out to changeless home. So the gathering sees a wide range of creatures come through. There are creatures from oppressive home, deserted creatures lifted in different spots, and once in a while they even get proprietor surrenders. Even though widely said a great deal of the proprietor surrenders is accepted to be overbeating. So Crazy Lady Rescue said it concentrates a great deal in high hazard creatures. So which means that individual who generally would like not make it out of centuries. So one beneficial thing about and encouraging home versus a haven is it's a superior opportunity to mingle the creatures and show them adore, particularly and individuals who originate from awful circumstances. Also, Crazy Lady Rescue is totally worked with volunteers and gifts. So a significant number of us would love to help canyons and flens and other protected creatures living in the nearby asylum. However, let's be honest, it's very well maybe it's not very hard to do that. So there frequently aren't sufficient hours in the day to achieve our own earnings, not to motion volunteer for the enormous undertaking. Heaven has no plan for the day. So giving cash would be simpler to volunteer, yet perhaps you are no spending limits and don't have a lot to save. So the initial step to find out about the nearby safe houses in your general vicinity and their needs. There are lots of sensible choices, yet the Crazy Lady Rescue is the better decision for you. So some may do fine on gifts, you yet need assistance thinking about the creatures sitting tight for an eternity home, while others may battle bring home to bacon and could utilize a push in the gift division. So make sense of our range and ability where you are required most. The following stage is to look to the rundown of innovative ways you can help. So show individual that is critical to fix the bushes and flans around 70,000 pups and cats are conceived in the United States. So constantly, and there are not even close to enough great homes for every one of them. So fixing can help the destitute creature emergency. So investing energy can be an unfathomable effect on the life of the creatures. So places like Crazy Lady Rescue exist since individuals submitted their opportunity to make them a reality. So they keep on proposing as a result of representing and volunteers who keep on giving their time. It doesn't need to be a ton of time, like an hour, 7 days, even a month. Everything without exception makes a difference. So you could help with the reception, administrative work and meeting. You could help clean the office or cut the grass. So in the end, I hope you are encouraged to volunteer and help these creatures. Thank you very much.